Many times in life, you want to ask people for what they feel about something for various reasons. But the way you ask it can be quite important. In today's lesson, we're going to talk about how we can ask for opinions as part of conversational skills. Before that, hi, I'm Ajeeth from Capshine. Capshine is a revolutionary learner together English fluency program. And with Capshine, learning English is easy, quick, fun, affordable, and effective. And we promise a whole new you in 6 months or less. So, why ask for opinions? For multiple reasons. To find out what people think about something, to get feedback on something, and of course, to come to a decision about something as a group or between people. So, asking for opinions has more roles than what it might seem on the surface. And the way you ask for opinions can have a huge impact on the quality of the discussion and what outcome you get as a result. Let's look at some strategies and some ways of asking for opinions. The first thing that you can do, or one of the phrases that you can use, is how do you feel about? While this asks about feelings, it's actually opinions that you're asking about. Most of the times, people feel a particular way about things. So emotions and opinions are very intertwined with humans, right? So how do you feel about something? This is a slightly more formal tone, is used to ask for opinions about activities, plans, or events, can be used to suggest something. For example, how do you feel about going out for a movie tonight? Notice how I'm asking for their opinion, and I'm also suggesting something in that same sentence. So I'm suggesting that, do you want to go out for a movie? Do you want to go out for a movie? And both of those things are part of the same thing. Where when they answer, you can then make plans accordingly. You're making that decision by getting their opinion and also suggesting what you want to do. A really useful phrase, how do you feel about? Again, this could be, how do you feel about getting Chinese food today? Or how do you feel about the new ad campaign we are running? All these are different ways in which you could use this. Do you think? Again, instead of feel, you could use think. Used to get yes or no answers. Follows the format do you think plus subject plus verb plus adjective. Let's see how that looks. Do you think Raj will succeed in his new job? And you could respond by saying, yes, I do believe so, or yes, that's enough. Do you think Ankita is working hard enough? And you could respond with a no or a yes, depends. So these kind of questions essentially require a yes or no answer. Let's look at another phrase. Another phrase that's useful is, would you agree that? Now this has a more formal tone, used to get yes or no answers, and also used to make people see something from your point of view or your viewpoint. Would you agree that you spend too much time on social media these days? So think about it. Instead of saying you spend too much time on social media these days, when you say would you agree that, this makes it less of an attack and you're inviting them to examine themselves. And they're probably going to accept if they are. Yes, I do. Right? And this can then get the conversation started with respect to whatever you want to do. Would you agree that? Do you have any opinions about? Right? This is another way to get to have people respond to you. But while this looks like a yes or no question, it requires a complete opinion. Do you have an opinion about which of these two skirts look better on me? Not me, but someone. Imagine someone else saying that. And the response to that would be yes, because, right? So you will need to explain yourself. So do you have an opinion about usually requires an opinion or an explanation or an example of why you believe what you believe. Another phrase or another question that you could ask is, what are your views on? Views carries a formal tone and of course usually requires a justification to be included just as before. But here it's much more clearer. What are your views on the latest changes we've made to the product? You could say, I feel or my view is that it could use a bit more refinement in the user experience because and give your explanation. Or you could say, my view is that it's perfect because reason 1, reason 2, reason 3, right? So views or asking for views is a slightly more formal way, and it requires the responder to give explanations or reasons to why they believe what they believe. Do you share my view that? So this includes the other person to the view or the viewpoint that you're working towards. Like, would you agree that? Right? It's very similar to this. It requires responders to go beyond a yes or no again and give justification for their view. Do you share my view that we would all benefit from a 4-day work week? And you could respond, of course I do, or yes I do, because reason 1, reason 2, and reason 3. Great. I hope you found this lesson informative. If you did, make sure you try it out in your conversation skills or in your general everyday conversations. When you're asking for people's opinions, make sure you use these phrases in the context that it's appropriate. If you haven't already registered, make sure you go to capshine.com or download the app from the Play Store, searching for Capshine, and register yourself to avail your free trial. Thanks for watching.